Up, y'all. Episode 27 has begun. Can you read that? I don't know if you can read that. I can read that. But anyway, episode 27, kind of covering Toronto FC. I was supposed to do this on Friday, and then I got the Zika virus or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I was dying. I was dying over the weekend. I got to watch the final, which was awesome, but it was tough times. But I said, fuck it. I had done the research already. I had looked up all this. Again, I wanted to cover Toronto FC, go through a little bit of their history. And I said, fuck it, man. I had already done the research. Let's just do the episode and get everything back in order. So this is episode 27. Talk a little bit about Toronto FC. Look at this shit. I gotta show this. I'm gonna try to draw every fucking team in the league. How close can I get to that? Look at that. Look at that fucking detail. I'm telling you. Can't tell. Was that done on Photoshop or was that freehand? Fuck, I freehanded that shit. But yeah, so watch. I'm gonna right now that it's the off season, I'm gonna go through all the teams. We're gonna learn about these teams. We're gonna go through their history. Oh shit, I'm on camera. I forgot. Sorry, fucking up the whole thing. But yeah, we're gonna go through all the teams, starting with the final two of the season. Watch for episode 28. The next episode, so I'll talk about the final. I mean, I don't know what you really want me to say. I'm fucking much to say. I'm not going to say, the fucking tactically this and that should have happened. Well, I'm going to fuck. It's not my shit. But anyway, talking to Toronto. And they made a splash ever since they came in the league. I mean, Toronto's a big city. Plus, they were the first Canadian team. Plus, they were founded on my birthday, which I know just amplifies it, times 15 at least. But so, and they came out as big spenders, and then they had a big talk, and they had big expectations for themselves really quick, right when they came in the league. I mean, they've had they have some big names at the moment, and they've had some of the big players, some of their well-known players. We got Jermaine Defoe, Michael Bradley and Jovinko, who currently playing right now. Michael Bradley I think, in his spare time, he's a hot air balloon. I'm pretty sure, if not, he should jump on that shit. He'd have a great job as a hot air balloon. But anyway, they're the first Canadian team ever in the league. So another feat, and another more pressure on them to really show that Canada can really support a soccer team. And they've done well. They're in the fucking final. Doesn't go as well as they thought. And they're owned by Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, which is crazy because that Maple Leaf, obviously they own the Maple Leafs, and they also own the Toronto Raptors of the NBA and Toronto FC. It's fucking crazy. So they, that one organization owns all those three teams. That's that's a powerful sports organization. It's a big ass city, so they should do pretty well for themselves. And I mean, they got a pretty sweet deal. I don't know, I guess MLS teams don't make that much money, but they play at BMO Field, which now with upgrades and all that shit, it now seats 30,000 people, which is fucking crazy because you're seeing more and more. That's not a crazy number, or that's not unlike one team that's just that big. A lot of teams, they got in at the 18, 20,000, 25,000 seat area, and now they'll have to bump up to 30,000, and within 10 years it looks, I mean, if it goes this way, I don't fucking know shit, dude. I don't know what the fuck. Within 10 years, what the fuck? I'm not talking, within 10, yeah, well, according to my research, according to my hardcore whiteboard research over here, in 10 years, 43,000 that Seattle's pulling in every week is not going to be weird. Hopefully we have a lot of teams in that area at that time. But anyway, I mean, Toronto is currently at 30,000. They've just upgraded their capacity. Again, we're in the finals, so that it only looks better for them. And what works out with them, with their fucking that capacity of 30,000 people, all they have, what's this number? 565,000. All Toronto, because everybody in fucking Canada paid for this fucking stadium. They play at BMO Field. The fucking city put money in. The county, the state, the feds, everybody in Canada. I think they even take a couple fucking horns off of some meese. I don't know what you call them, but everybody, they fucking financed maple syrup. It was crazy. And but anyway, they got the stadium built. They got the stadium built, and what the deal says that if there's any losses to the Toronto or Maple Leaf sports and entertainment has to cover losses up to $250,000. So anything, if the team from zero to negative $250,000 in profits, well, I guess it wouldn't be profits, but and that's up to the team. After that, the team and the city would split the losses 50-50. I don't know, pretty crazy deal if they ended up fucking imploding. But anyway, but on the flip side, any profits, the Toronto, or again Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, MLSE, they pay $565,000, and then after that they get to keep all of that. There's also a deal with the parking lot. Fuck, but my brain started bleeding because I was reading a fucking 150-page city council report fucking given to the Toronto City Council in 2006. Fuck. Can only do so much. I could only do so much. I mean, I like that shit. But that was just fucking, oof. That shit was too much. But anyway, so, I mean, they got a sweet deal. $565,000 again. If they get 30,000 people right now, they averaged 24,000 in 2015. And I think this year was the first year of the edition. I don't know. As you can tell, this is a very thoroughly researched show. But anyway, I mean, what I found interesting is, so they're averaging 24,000. In the same year, 2015, the Maple Leafs were averaging 19,158. Just over 19,000. That's 4,000 less people than Toronto. I mean, that's just crazy. In a fucking hockey town. I mean, granted, the BMO Field seats way more people than wherever the Maple Leafs play. I don't know what the fuck their arena is called, but I think it only seats 19,000, so they exceed their capacity by a percentage. The Maple Leafs are always sold out, but Toronto, again, is bringing in 4,000 more people per game, a lot less games, but still, now that they're fucking 30,000, imagine they could average, if they average 30,000, that's 11,000 more people per game than hockey. And NHL is one of the big four leagues. I mean, get the fuck out of here. At what point do we just does the American sporting community accept it? That, hey, this league is here to stay. It may not be, again, it's not the fucking Premier League, it's not La Liga, it's not Liga MX, the fucking whatever you want to, what you want to compare it to. It's pointless. It's pointless to try to compare it to any one of those leagues. And that's not. It's obviously not there, and it's run way differently in a way different sporting environment, but it's definitely found a place. It's constantly expanding, and it's not expanding in a ridiculous format. Like, oh, okay, some university let us use a 75,000 seat football stadium. We can rent it for $5 million a year and give us a team. No, there's solid ownership groups that have a proven track record, and a lot of them, or it looks like all of them, are getting their own stadium built. Well, Atlanta, I think they're sharing with the Falcons. Either way, it's being designed for soccer. Minnesota looks like they're gonna get their own fucking stadium. Sacramento's getting their own stadium. You know, it's different, and it's being really intelligently put together, and so it's cool. You know, it's interesting. It's fun to be a part of, and again, like I said, I don't know who the fuck dictates that, or when it's ever gonna figure out, like, hey, this is it. You know, this league, at least, you know, MLS, it's not just the game itself is going to change. It's going to keep evolving in this country, but for the time being, at least the next 20 years, it's going to be MLS. I mean, I don't know, it may eventually get sponsored and fucking the Capital One League. I don't know, you know, but either way, it's this structure, this group that's going to be together for a while, and it's pretty fucking awesome, and it's amazing to see already that, you know, again, 30,000 people is not out of the ordinary, and Toronto is one of those teams leading the charge, and it was. Sinuses on just. But anyway, it's good to see Toronto, you know, one of these teams that did have all this hype around them, that's from a big American city, and I mean, American isn't North American. Fucking, I know Toronto's in fucking Canada, but they're Americans. Goddamn it, there's as much Americans as everyone else on this fucking continent. But it's a major city in North America, for sure. But so it's good to see them and do well, and it looks like they'll be doing well for a while. But yeah. Anyway, that's why we're gonna have to cut it short, cause I can't fucking breathe, and it's fucking too late to be recording a podcast talking about a Canadian soccer team in Salinas. Anyway, thanks for listening. The downloads, the listens are way up. I don't know what the fuck happened, but anyway, thanks for listening. At Baldini10. You see that shit? You see that? It ain't going nowhere. But anyway, at Baldini10 on Twitter. Follow me. I don't tweet as much as I should. Hey, if I get more followers, what the fuck? I have to, right? But anyway, thanks for listening. And like I said, I'm gonna keep going through more teams, talking history. The next episode, I'll talk the final. I'm sorry that the webcam cannot figure out its focus, but what can you do when you're using simple technology? Either way, it's winning. Catch y'all next episode. Thanks for listening.